here we go. We're back. And we have a bad matchup. So that's very exciting for us. They are very beat up, though. Why are they so beat up? Oh, they've... Okay. I mean, I've played as this team. Actually, no, this is kind of worse, but not horrible, in the sense that... So the good news is that they haven't got any Mighty Blow yet. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guard. But of course, how many strength 4s do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 2. Block. So we have to get our Bloodseeker to do things here, I think. You know what? I'm gonna up the oh, it's not there, it's here, isn't it? Yeah. Because I need to concentrate a bit. We're up against someone who's on console. Well, probably on console. We have 7 games. They have 15 games. But at least they're doing a bad setup. So, you know, that's good for us. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, they've... I mean, this is going to be spooky, but we're going to try it. One, two. Okay, well, that's very nice. Wow. Welcome back. I mean, to be fair, I survived 4 Dorf hits and I knocked them down. So, you know, that's not nothing. Now, for those not keeping track at home, the mistake my opponent made is that they split up all of their guard pieces, so they set them one here, one here, one here, which meant I could just do 2-die blocks on all of them, like, forward, because the next two wouldn't give assists if I had that covered by someone else, right? So, that's pretty nice. Okay, they broke armor first, which is hardly surprising. Hey, at least I didn't use my reroll, which I think is it's a pretty big step for me. This guy didn't have to go here, so that's interesting. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Cool. Yeah, they had... So if they didn't knock that down, I could have surfed that runner. And if I surf that runner, they don't really have that much else they can do. Oh no, I still need to do this. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna try and pick it up first. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So that's fine. Let's see, this keeps being a 2-die, so let's not do that. Also, we don't need this to be red and blue. I mean, yeah, no, it's not... They have... It's all they have. They're doing the classic Dorfs thing, and it's probably going to win out in the end. The only thing I have going for me right now is that their setup didn't utilize guard very heavily, or rather, I feel like they put the guard pieces in the wrong spots, and also they overloaded the LOS. Now, when I played Dorfs earlier this year, the thing I realized quite quickly is that the stars of the Dorfs in Blood Bowl 3 are the blocker linemen, and if you keep them all on the line and don't have any of them movable, the other team can just run past you, and you can't really do much. Because you're just relying on the fact that you're going to hit harder. And then we just have to get lucky to have some of them standing and not having all of them get stunned. And we also have to get lucky in the sense that our Bloodspawn has to be able to use Claw Mighty Blow on something, and that has not been the case so far. Today, I got home from my Interrail trip yesterday evening, so I'm I'm just really, you know, socially spent. I had a lovely time, but being interrailing means that like all my routines and stuff that I normally have not been, I haven't had them, and I've realized that I've kind of missed that quite a bit actually. Okay, so all they have left now is this going here or going here, and then this hits that. And they didn't get it. They shouldn't reroll that, but they might. Okay, that's good for us. In the sense that we want them to get rid of all of their rerolls early. Oh, that's... Oh, and this is fun, because it lets me do this. I should have stood these guys up first, but I didn't. So now... Yeah, like... Again, we're just not breaking armor. And because we're getting less hits, that's obviously a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it doesn't work. But we're still doing okay. I think, like, based on where our pieces are versus theirs, we're doing okay. We're not doing great, but we're doing okay. I am indeed alive. See, that's what we want to see. I mean, this isn't that hard to figure out. Of course you're not allowed to move. Oh, that's a bummer. For those not remembering, Tort here has all of these are random level ups. Let's see if they figure the rest of this out. So far, no, which is good. Hey, Nuno!
Welcome back.
Thank you so much. I think having gone for like 4 weeks means, holy shit! They, oh no, no! Why? Oh. Wow. Let's see. That's so massive mistake by them, right? Free. We just have to figure out how to do this surf.
Welcome back. Hey, did you know dogs can't operate MRI machines? But cats can.
You know what? I didn't know that. That's very good to know. Okay, oh, is that how I have to do it? It might be. That's not what we want. But I can't. I'm not risking the extra rerolls right now. Finally! This doesn't have, I mean, this has jugs, but I don't want to, I rolled it for the, I didn't want this standing, but yes, I could have jugsed it, and, that's probably me not being as, you know, I haven't played for a month. I don't think I thought about jugs enough there. But if I had this, like, if this was standing here, this would have been a 2-die into a 1-die. And I was going for the surf because I wanted to have this guy stand here and have all of the dwarfs be tied up. Which I obviously failed. But hey, they're down to 10. And they're out of rerolls. So that's something. We're probably losing the ball here, but... So this is a surf. This can't affect this. It can go stand here. And now this is a 2-die. But we just really want to hurt this. That's our main thing. Okay, they went for the 1-die instead. They didn't get it. Oh, that sucks. Okay. I still have to do it this way. Actually. Let's do that. Oh. Get rid of it. Thick skull. Disgusting. Okay, I mean, this is very scary, but... Oh, wait, no, it's less scary, actually. Hang on. Whew, okay. I mean, this is still very scary, because I think they can, I'm pretty sure they can surf this. They are out of rerolls, though, so that's helpful. Actually, hang on. What is their surf here? Oh, I don't think they can actually... They can probably still do... Well, I don't know if they can do it now, but they had it 2 die uphill prior to this. There's... We got rid of 4 of them. We removed 2 that turn on surfs. That's pretty massive. Yeah, like... And 2 of them are like, actually properly out, too. With their Apo gone. So, I think we're feeling pretty good about it. It also means we're in a... Yeah, this is kind of what I expected them to do. But before this stood up, I thought they were gonna, like... Hit that. Hit this. Dodge. And do that. But that's just me being like... Okay. Ooh. Boo. Also, I have 1 off the pitch, right? Yeah. The fact that I've spent 2 minutes on my bonus time is kind of telling. Oh, that hurts. Oh, and you... we're not, like... I'd love to power up with that, but with the position we're in, I don't think we can. Okay. Cool. Oh no, I have to blitz here. Yeah. Let's see if we can get... I'm okay trying this dodge. Nice. Because we need to get this touchdown in. Depending on how well they do this turn, we might even score on turn 7. We'll see. Unfortunately, actually, no. No reroll 2 turns. Their maximum movement is 18. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the ball lands behind here, they can't score in 2 turns. This is who I wanted to score with, but I'm not gonna mess with the handoffs now. Also, I did just realize a thing that's really nice is the fact that we've actually injured 2 guard pieces. So they're down to, what, 3 guard? And that is, from experience, like a massive difference, actually. 5 feels really good when you're Dorfs. 3, way less so, especially if you're up against some strength 4 and strength 5 pieces. Now, I was gonna say I only have 4 strength 4 and above pieces, which is true, but the Bloodspawn might come back. And they got lucky again. Let's see if they put it in.
Hope you had a nice vacation. Seems you catched some sun rays at least.
I did. I'm really bad at sunscreen. Is my excuse. Oh. Never mind. Got a KO out of it. Okay, in that case, we are just gonna go stand here. Oh, you need to stand up. Okay, hang on. Now we can sequence this. No one here can reach. We'll keep that standing there. You'll go here. And I twice. So when I left for Amsterdam and then London, the weather was really nice, and I burnt myself on day one, even though I had sunscreen on. I got really red. And then as I went further up in the UK, for like, by the time we got to Manchester, well, by the time we got to Cardiff, the weather cooled down a bit. And it was nice and not too hot. And the redness faded. And then the last 3 days I've been doing long walks. It's been really sunny, and I've forgotten about sunscreen again. So here we are. Also, I think it doesn't really help that I'm wearing a red t-shirt, and because I'm on a green screen, I've also bumped up the red a bit. Okay. No. We're not risking it. We're taking the touchdown. Making sure that we win the first half. Oh, they stayed out. Well, that sucks. Let's see. I think we're still... We are putting these guys on the LOS. Actually, you know what? We'll swap you out and do this. And then we have one chance. And if they don't come back, it's 9 versus 9, and that's not great for us because of course we're missing our strongest piece and we're missing one of our block pieces. So if neither of them come back, we're in a bit of trouble. Amazons are such miserable things to play against, so much worse than Dorfs. Yeah, but that has more to do with the fact that people that play Amazons tend to be better at the game than people that play Dorfs. It's like, and whenever you play against a decently developed Dark Elf team, where everyone has block and dodge, you are never ever going to roll POW. But when you are playing the Dark Elf team and have block and dodge and everything, your opponent are just rolling POW left, right, center, and you're always going to have a bad time. Oh, that's nice. Older sons used to fall off harder, is my understanding, and also in like Blood Bowl 2020, you are like a lot of the game is designed to be played at much lower, like the expected team value is much lower, and in that team value bracket, Amazons and Dorfs are really strong. Like Chaos and Nurgle and certain like elf teams, they want a higher team value bracket, and you rarely get to play in that team value bracket in Blood Bowl 2020, especially not with like redraft being set to 1300. You're just not going to get up to a point where they're super strong, whereas Amazons and Dwarves are so much stronger at that lower team value bracket, so you can be playing in that for much, much longer. Got lucky. I played in a league with no Dorf team when I had a Son team with 2,000 team value. Yeah.
Friday Blood Bowl is back. Hope you had a wonderful break. So awesome to see you online again.
Thanks, APB Eloquin. Okay. Please. You know what? It's not great, but I'll take it. Actually, you know what? So it's 10 versus 9. My Bloodspawn... Oh, wait. My Bloodspawn leveled up, right? Because they got a casualty. I'm pretty sure they were sitting at 10 before, and now they're sitting at 12. Which should be block. So maybe Comatose is just keeping itself safe for that block. Oh, wow, okay. Unfortunately, that scattered the wrong way. So the thing here, by the way, is that, like, this didn't need to stand here for this, because they already had 2 assists. So I think my opponent... Well, my opponent's in gold, and I think... Actually, I don't know where they... Yeah, they... maybe they started in gold? Probably started in gold, right? Now, they played a lot, so... I guess maybe they're not... Ooh, that's good for me. Tort. Just standing. Loves to stand. They don't like that guy. Admittedly, I think it's the only one they could, like, blitz realistically. You need to give... I need to give you a team with whatever build you desire. Sure. Give me Dark Elf Line Elves. Oh, whoa. Can I do that? Kind of, yeah. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's get greedy. Well, that was fun. I don't think it's fun enough, but... I mean, I think they have a... This or this is a 1 die, then you can move the other one and it becomes a 2 die. This is a 1 die. Good. Because now they have to make a choice. Either they... Okay, they just pushed it back. So they freed up this. I'm guessing they're slotting this into here, maybe? Also, I think this is... Isn't there... There's... Oh, yeah. No, it's short... If we can, we want to try and score on Shornage, but Shornage is also just 1 casualty away. So, who knows? Ugh. We're getting some good results with these block dice. In that they're getting the skull both down on the pieces where I have block. Which, not gonna lie, feels real good. Because the problem they have right now is that they committed everything on the LOS. So, this is the only piece they currently have that's free. So how do they protect this ball? Because, like, it's obviously not protected there. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, if I wanted to. Okay, I mean... Okay, well, that wasn't that fun. Hmm. No, it has to be this. So there are currently 3 marauders on the ball. They have 1 guard there. I think they can get this. Yeah, they can get this guy over here. But this needs to hit that. And then... I don't know how they want to do the rest of this, to be honest. Well, that's a good start for them. Ow. They are getting a lot of stunts. I guess they kind of learnt their lesson from not being in the sidelines. Ooh, they're blitzing out. Okay. Oh, and they... Wow, that's... Why would you take that blitz? Oh, that's a bummer. I guess they don't like this blitz because it puts them in tackle zone. So they'd have to dodge out. But this one's, like, scary in the sense that I have wrestle. Then again, they now have this that's free. They can knock this down. This is here, though, so, like, they can't get too far, I don't think. But maybe they can't. Maybe this is the turn they run around me. No, it's not. Okay. If anything, you should go here then. So that this can knock that down. That sucks. Okay. Yeah. Holy shit. Massive mistake. What the fuck, dude? That's so good for us. We're gonna keep you nice and safe. I think we're just gonna stand you up. We're just gonna get rid of it. We don't want it on the pitch. I totally misplayed that. Let's...
As a child I once threw a boomerang that didn't come back. I've lived a good life since then, but one lived in constant fear.
Thank you so much, Inferno Contraption. It's not your strongest. I will say that. I do appreciate that they're all the same. And also, welcome back. None of these use... Well, you've been going for a while. One of them I would argue that it's the weakest one of the year. Ooh, that's nice. Now, I think this is probably... Yeah, they're trying to block stuff in. This is probably... I think I have to try and do some dodging here, and actually, this probably has to dodge and blitz this next turn. Actually, I don't know how far they can go. This is a 1-die. This is a 2-die against. This can just run through here, but... So why are we on my tackle zone? Okay. This is good. This is good for me. They're not moving forward. Like, I think the only way they have a chance to win this is that if they actually score quickly and then steal the ball. But with that type of play, it doesn't look like that's what they're going for. I mean, they're going to go for this. Here's another thing, though. With this being here rather than here, if this isn't a knockdown now, like, they're going to bring this over to somewhere, right? If this is a knockdown, this guy is going to be put in... Well, if this isn't a stun, I get to blitz. But of course it's a stun. No. Nope. What a... That was horrific. And I think it means I have to do this another way. No. Yep. We just had shit dice, unfortunately, and that's gonna, like, it's gonna happen. frog jokes were indeed the height of punny times. I think we're still, based on how they're playing, I think we're still okay. But now, now they can just keep being lucky, and they'll tie this up. Because we ate, what did we roll that? Yeah, we had a 1 in 9 into another 1 in 9. And then we had then we rolled a 1. So that's pretty unfortunate. Also, obviously, if, wait, what? Why is it? Oh no, it is their turn. I was just extremely confused. Yeah, they... So the way they tie this is that they need to run this down and then score like on turn 14. Well, they don't need to, but they should. Yeah, again, this is... I think this is better for me. Because they're, like, well, are they... Yes, they are wasting movement, because these guys can get in range of this dude now. They couldn't before. Like, look. Admittedly, this guy has more range anyways, but still. Unfortunately, I still don't think it's enough. Okay, I do... Oh, that's not good. It's because this is not gonna... Okay, wait, hang on. Yeah. Oh, I have to do... Okay. I have to figure out... Okay, no, no, I have to do it this way. Because I might be able to... Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Well, I guess the good news here is that I would have failed this dodge anyways, because that's a double 2. So if they score this turn, we're in trouble. If they score next turn... here's the thing, there were several other plays I could have seen, but they all kind of relied on me getting a POW. And I knew I needed, like, for me, moving this guy down here was the most important bit, and then it's a question of how much do I want to risk to get this down here. I would have preferred to get this down as well, obviously, but to do that, this would have had to have been knocked down. And then I could have moved this guy over here, and I would have felt really good about everything. We didn't get that, so... This goat wasn't available. This goat was stunned. Unless I missed something, but I'm pretty sure this guy was stunned. Because otherwise we would have blitzed within. Okay. So they should score now, and then we'll cry about it. We're talking different turns? Oh, are you... Okay, you're saying that you wanted... Rather than dodge out, you want this goat to blitz here and just stand there? That's definitely a possibility, but it was more of a... that was more of a... It's going to be some type of 3+ anyways, and I was like... I'd rather get, like, if I can either get lucky or I can get unlucky, and if I get unlucky, I'd rather want to get unlucky at that point, than wait and get unlucky later, because if I get unlucky later, they're definitely gonna score. Yeah, that I would not have made that play. Like, we had to go after the ball. They're Dorfs. Hi, Thursday. Okay, you are just gonna go up here instantly. Please pick it up. Thank you. Okay. Well, we knew it was going to happen sooner or later. No, they like. I, I don't. Again, I don't think that's. I don't like. You have to hit the dwarfs at some point, and they can clog you up down here if you let them, because they were clearly not potatoing, right? We have to look at how they were playing, and they were always blitzing with the ball carrier, so they were not maximizing their movement forward. I'm not saying that's not a play you could have made. It would have been a fine play. It's not the play I would have made based on how my opponent had been playing in the previous turns. No, you have to remember that most of my dudes were... I had a lot of stunned dudes, so we're pretty even on the pitch, and I'm not dodging with my strength 4 pieces. So, while they wouldn't have that many pieces available, they had 3 over here, right? So, I think you're... With respect, I think you're playing with a bit of hindsight already available, which I wasn't able to. Oh, can you please not? I was the loner too. One dying. Oh no. Oh, like, if they'd hit with this, that guy would have been free. Yeah, we'll try and outpo that, sure. Cool. We never get to have a full team anyways. If they'd done it the other way, if this had hit here, this would have been free to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thursday. That was probably the best one-turn hits they've had. Jesus. Hi, cat. Yes. Hi. You are very cute. You're very cute, Thursday. We have to try this now, otherwise it's too late. Cool. Oh, wait a minute. No, this doesn't work, right? No, it doesn't. cool. Okay. So it's a dodge and a 1 die. So it's a 3+, 5+. With 1 reroll. Is what it is. Because we managed to push this back so that these guys are out of range. Hi, Thursday. How are you doing? Let's see what they can do. I'm super happy that I think the fact that this got stunned is actually pretty big, because it means this guy can't tie up this dude, or I can blitz this to keep this free. So best case scenario for them, well, obviously it's a knockdown and a stun or an injury. And then, like, if it scatters over here, I can't score from this position. There we go. First one worked. Second one didn't. Reroll comes out. Reroll does not come out. Why not? What do you have left? I mean, this doesn't do anything, but we'll do it anyways. Unfortunately, we are scoring with the wrong piece again, but... it is what it is. The classic 2-1 grind. Okay, let's have a look at the stats for that. Oh! Shornage stole another MVP. That's huge. And we got our dedicated fans up to 2. Wow. Unfortunately, one of our dudes died, so we're still in a bad spot. Armor value. Oof. That is actually... that's less than average. Well, it's less than average by quite a large margin on Dorfs, actually. We were bad at dodging. We were average on KO rolls. We were average on pickups. We managed our 1 rush, and we were good at tentacles. And Unchanneled Fury just worked. "17 inflicted injuries, 4. 3 KOs, 6. Yeah, we just can't break armor. But the fact that we got 2 of those injuries when we did break armor, massive. So, unfortunately, our team is still broke. This is a block. This is a block. What's this? I don't know yet. And we have to save up for another Bloodseeker. Like, I'm not... Do we just... I don't actually know what we get on these guys at the moment. Like, I feel like there's so many things we're missing. Is there anything here we want? Do we want to give him 2 heads so he can dodge? It doesn't seem... What's currently useful for everyone? It's probably guard. It's 14 to get dodge. I don't think we can, like, save up for dodge either. An argument could be made that we should random here. But there's so many things I don't want on these pieces. I think we're gonna be boring and just go... No, we're gonna go tackle here. Because I do want a tackler. Because we have our Claw Mighty Blow piece now. And he's... Look at our team value and look at what we've got. We have, like, nothing.